Так, так. Так. За ум. Нет, блин, против тупости.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? Of course. What can I help you with?
Так, стоп. А.
Sure. I'm done with it.
Это что такое?
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache. Of course. Where to? The harbor gates? Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store too. There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot really. What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called...
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Some shops and a bridge. The canal
Ёжик
bridge
в
to the
тумане,
coast,
блин.
but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident probably. Just coast. There's a little fishing village there and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. No problem. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Господи, не буду я у садовничей пиздить перчатки. Это что-то хуйня какая-то. Не-не-не. Так. Аммиак. Ну, пойдем нюхать трупа.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like two baby crocodiles.
Так, а вопросы, что обувь тут моя дело. Что, убийца это я?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Бля, что за хуйня со шрифтом? Это какой-то прикол. Что из-за этого? Так, ну... ну, тапки оба надеты, все, окей.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard.
Так, ну это может быть то, что они таскали, типа эти, поленья. 6 to 7.
Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Noted.
Maybe more than 12.
О,
No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. 1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46.
6, 7. 6, 7.
2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44.
Это типа размер ноги. 44, 46. Так, обычные рабочие, стальные, укрепленные носки. Ну, в плане пальца, типа передняя часть ботинка, носок. 46 размер, стандартные, укрепленные, 44 размер.
Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 43.
43 размер.
4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46. You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is.
Ну да,
The cold
я неплохо выкинул кости.
5. Another standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes.
Так,
Number
5.
44.
Бля, ну не, тут как-то, ну уж слишком вокруг трупа они как-то сконцентрированы. Типа, ну если бы они еще сюда шли, это реально из этого, из профсоюза этих хуесосов местных, они, походу, реально повесили.
6. An aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Same make of boot, but number 41. Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent.
Так, 41
Is
размер.
undeveloped. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200
Ага,
kilograms.
46 нога, толстый. Либо таскал что-то. Труп, наверное, таскал. 200 килограмм. Но этот, наверное, не весит. Даже если б он трупы таскал, то он все равно толстый. Ну, типа, не знаю, ну, челик вот этот, он не выглядит таким худым. Ну, не знаю, допустим, он там 80-70 килограмм весит, да, то это все равно, типа, остается 130-120.
8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the
Так.
pattern of the sole, however.
44 размер.
More worn.
Правый ботинок более изношен.
How many?
400 million. 500 cigarettes.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Что такое хайперопия? Типа со зрением хуйня какая-то? Хайперопия. А, ну да. Дальнозоркость, короче. Понял. Вообще интересно, он, ну, не выглядит, типа, прям супер старым, он выглядит, ну, наверное, лет 40, типа. Хотя, наверное, уже в таком возрасте норм. Ну, да-да-да, дальнозоркость. Да. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? 100 kilogram imprint.
200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built...
Да-да-да, вот я об этом и говорю.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Maybe it was a giant. You've been an extremely obese person. Ну, это, кстати, тоже возможно. Но, я не знаю, мне кажется, наиболее вероятно, что это, скорее, все-таки его несли.
Yes.
But why?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows. Even easier to carry on a stretcher or between two men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else? A woman or a kid? Understood. Anything else? Interesting. Let's name it the Odd Soul.
Odd soul. Maybe
Someone
something.
operating a workbench with a pedal, like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
Блин, а капец он умом так-то. В натуре. Типа, почему еще должен... Ну, типа, правая нога может быть стерта. Скейтбордер. Ногой тормозил.
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Ну, не знаю, типа... Мне кажется, от педали машины хуй ты износишь так. Хотя тут и не видно особо, как оно изношено.
He doesn't seem to hear you, looking south toward the traffic jam instead. The machines are silent. The engines are all turned off.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Мгм.
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashon. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last one day.
Это к на руку. Это к нам на руку. Все улики замерзнут.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good
О, ну
state.
да.
The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy. The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself.
Either way. What else?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
Так, и как мне? Видимо, снова блевать придется.
Looking, the ammonia
Ah, yeah.
only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once.
О как.
The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Вкусняшка.
Nor does the wind right now.
The weight is reassuring, like a cradle on solid footing.
Да, сейчас
Packed back.
я вот правильно думал, что изначально, ну, аммония нихуя не поможет. Ну, аммиак. Почему он вообще должен помочь? Я тут это не понимаю. Типа запах перекрыть.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder. I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell.
Сука,
Every
время
Monday is
течет,
cadaver
блядь.
day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, baguette. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough. I think I've lost my sense of smell.
A white lie.
Not being hungover helps too. No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. You need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes.
Volumetric sheet compressor. The locals find something else to do while the wind changes better.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Сука. И из-за того, что слабый, мне типа реально придется каждый раз на скилл-чек проходить. Пиздец. Так. Какую мне дали мысль? Так, ща вернусь. Сейчас в туалет отойду. Бам-бум-бум. Бам-бам-бам. Чё? Есть карта? О, реально. А что тут еще? Журнал, инвентарь. Подумать головой. Так. Direction. Так, мысля. The final treasure and becoming a human being.
There, he's still. This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a... There's something in there. Not necessarily connected to the case, but still. Well, it is a container. Maybe you're prioritizing it.
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too. What do you mean, feel? We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
Это правда. Так. А вот, кстати, вот здесь вот я не был. На крыше.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. An old call box with a matrix. This
Sure.
button looks new, but someone has...
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
Ну, типа. Ого. Закрыто.
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. What?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there.
I thought as much. And are you the only...
Well, yes. Us and the garbage
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul.
Чё, блять?
Exactly. It's measured through a PA system by other people. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious. Serves them right. Wipe that smoke off their face with your sad, tragic... You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Бля, я не знаю, ну, у меня вообще вайба нету такого, что вот, ну, типа побочной какую-то тему делать. Потому что, не знаю, мне вот кажется более логичным, что нам надо спешить, потому что я и так уже тут, типа, ебланил, пил. Типа, пропил несколько дней.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, with a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Вкусняшки.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up, a box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodle. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Штаны.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
О, как.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or empty. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
Реально, блядь. Придется на улице спать. Я охуею. Не, ну ты мне такое не спойлери, но это прикольная тема.
the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Бля.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
Бля, ну вот мне вот этот стат понравился, прикольный.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key.
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
the lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make...
Officer, is that your paperwork? It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
Ну, то, что мне чел сказал, да, это точно. Ну, я не думал, что прям, прям реально кикнут. Пиздец. Бля, пока что реально вайб такой, что убийца это я.
If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash? Well, lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the Yellow Man frolicking in saffron. Only in its social sensibility.
Похуй. W loot.
You've acquired an interactable item.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Закрыть на ключ.
That's one thing off the list. I think
Бля, я... Сука, я проскипал, что он сказал.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage? Understood. You're that kind of detective. Why don't you get back to your case?
Все заканчивали.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read? It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's a metaphor. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate, due to missing pages. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more telling, a title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Others appear more lighthearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Uka Parlor. Even the rare article, it's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It's unfitting of this monumental event. The lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat, shiny pens hang from the binder. He is not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at...
Know that I give this to you with resentment.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the blue oblong pen in a brash freehand uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria man. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be a satisfying slash sounds across the paper. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens.
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. In the back, you see thin, translucent copy papers. Some yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type 3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form, waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs. These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields, but they appear pleasantly vague.
Опа. А может сейчас чисто штрафов выдаем людям? На.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper. It It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. If you want it to be kitchen tissue. It's not though. It's toilet paper. Still wet, the toilet paper, I mean kitchen tissue, sorry, peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off an aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. A bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's a sorry sight. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM. Something rattles inside, ever so permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board. It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again later. The acidic stench of rotting food has rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse, handwritten logs on dozens of investigations date back to... You don't exactly...
Так, понял. Хорошо. Так.
Volumetric shipping compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit
All endurance
singularity
right checks
lasts.
unlocked. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Так, какие-то я пассивки открыл. Сюда лут.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Верим.
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Или... это не типа... Куда это я побегу? Чё? Я типа побегу там? Окей, ладно. О как. Пиздец. Сюда вот. Yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine, sweet, and the lieutenant isn't studying the powder in them. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Бля, ебать, тут, ну, многослойная хуйня какая-то. Типа, что пока что игра выглядит намного больше, чем я ожидал. Типа, я не знаю, столько мне всего всяких заданий накидывают, и время ограничено. Так. Мгм. А, это... Так, тихо. О, это что? Ладно, протянем. О, сюда вот. Сейчас так 130 и заработаем по фастику.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day. The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what his pockets may hide?
Так, а может... А, сюда я попасть не могу. Так, спуститься я не могу, понял. Так, что мне дали? Понял.
A tarpaulin cloak is
Похуй.
no one has claimed it for their own. No, that's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast, you're a boxer, and you've climbed way too high up there.
Бля, я не думал, что он так... Типа, я думал, он просто спрыгнет, но тут не выглядит как что-то высокое. Я думал, ну, типа, он просто отсюда вот сюда спрыгнет.
You could have died there. Shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal.
Понял. Минус морального
Hey,
золота.
hey! What happened? I understand. We can always come back when you are feeling better.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. Then he turns back to a sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind.
What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought, or it could be that we are just exploring.
Так. Понятно. Туда бы как-нибудь попасть. Бля, я вот не понимаю, он реально вот отсюда не может спрыгнуть, типа? Бро. О. А, это просто типа... Понял. Брат, ты куда? За монетками? Ладно.
Fuck does Kuno care? You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck? Shit. Get the fuck out of here.
You can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right? Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that. Whatever, piggy. It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
You could use some.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day. Rips mag like a...
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing...
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig. Kuno knows. Kuno and C saw you shit yourself. It's okay, pig. Not everyone can face the fear Kuno style.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Nah.
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape. Yeah, to the both of you, watch your ass in Kuno's town, or Kuno's gonna fuck. Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. The fuck about it? Your test.
Get lost.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real. Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now you want performance gear or knockdown?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for fouling anyway, pig. Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed. Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not...
The lieutenant takes a quick note.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmaran. Not so much in...
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March? Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you...
I can't hear you, Kuno! Speak louder, Kuno!
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal.
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes putting...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno! They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching! Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Yeah, like a fucking volcano.
You're lucky you didn't die there!
Yeah. Kuno's got some advice for you. What are you? Like 80, right? Maybe you should stop embarrassing yourself in front of a fucking kid.
Ну, типа.
Perhaps you could compress this negative energy and turn it into some sort of a Kuno-fied non-vomiter. That's right. Turn your weaknesses into conceptual strengths. Try it again now.
Yeah, like,
You're lucky you didn't die there!
yeah. What are you?
Perhaps you could compress... That's right. Turn your weaknesses into conceptual strengths.
Yeah? Yeah, whatever. The fuck do you want? Good call? Cool.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that bullshit at Kuno. Trying to get Kuno hooked up.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Everybody!
Escalate, Kuno! He's...
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Look.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating son.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look. The Kuno's dad gets. The murder look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. There's a dead body. Remember, that's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. You're nothing. You're a
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch.
No, you're not. We can...
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno.
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions.
Click, 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 click.
He's on your
Blah.
crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
No! You told him about it and that.
The city's not fucking lame. You are lame. Kuno's tired of defending Rage City, and fuck you too, putting Kuno on the spot like that. Kuno doesn't need to fucking explain his shit.
Explain himself? As if explaining some kind of work? Some kind of avant-garde work way ahead of its time? You must get to the bottom of this one of these days. Sadly, it's unlikely to happen today.
Kuno doesn't fuck.
Понятно.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Бля, уже открылось, сука, время течет.
Help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would...
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads. Thank you anyway.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my stuff. Not... Yes?
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood. Occasionally, as you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language.
Gorący,
The only words you can
gorący
make out
kubek.
are Goranci and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Goranci Kubek. Please, it's not funny. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing off in the air. He smiles and bangs his ladle again. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of You see a heavy steel door with... You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. The door does not. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be old.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Yes, I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough, as a side investigation. Gart is the person to ask about this, the cafeteria manager.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and...
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time. So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
The door is closed.
Так. Это что такое? Что-то я не помню, что было.
The bed is cold and not.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of take viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner.
No problem, officer.
Так, и что? Не могу отсюда на крышу.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
Hello again, officer. This might be the last snow we get. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow. Stop looking. Look around. What do you see? That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbor gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you. Glad to have been of service. Now you know the locals are keeping tabs on you.
Интересно. Так, полный мужчина.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Чё? Я не понял, Арсен, что ты имеешь в виду. Почему спит? Спит. I need this.
Every school of thought and government has failed in this city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
В смысле пошел сок? Так.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rival.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind, but you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually...
Silence. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his ready.
Whatever you say, officers. Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Типа мысль... Так. Мысль просила не называть повара Громцем. Ты видишь, с кем говоришь, как зовут паренька. А, блядь, я не увидел, подожди. Ейблан. Надо было посмотреть.
God damn. Thanks for that, but no.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Look, as detective. I come from a long line of lorrymen. Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man.
Damn, you're not gonna get more out of him on this. He's put up the wall.
Лобби-драйвер. А, Лори? Лори-драйвер. На стриме плохо видно, что ли, или ты специально оговорился?
The sign says 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Oh, that's the tear machine. It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, and
Сука!
it gives you money.
Собираем бутылки, чтобы, блядь, переночевать.
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some.
The tear machine stands in the corner. You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Бля, честно, Гард, конечно, норм челик, но платить я пока не собираюсь. Ему, в принципе, поспать, может, и в машине лейтенанта можно. Не знаю, пока я покупать не буду. Плащ. Так. What's up?
Welcome to Fripp. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but... A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of
Fine. For it doesn't have a warehouse, just a little back room here. Okay? I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so. Uh-huh.
Это чё?
A colourful display of there
Сигары.
in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth.
На.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock
Пешка.
prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Гипногамма.
Saint Baptiste, you know, the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals, the one that sells meds out.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city, itself so named.
Бля, уже 2 часа дня, ёбаный рот, сука. На. О, пакет. Стоит денег, наверное,
This
да?
coin-operated view,
No.
why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
Похуй.
Your money disappears into the curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
Лутик. О. Так. Изи пакет. Hell no. Бля, пиздец. Будут деньги? Пули. Понял. Так, я начал. Ты кто такая?
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? Okay, sir. I'll try. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper work.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case. But
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we...
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
А насколько вообще, ну, типа, норм тема каждую вот хуйню подходить, читать, типа, вот эти вот зеленые? Или это просто флаф? Типа для вайба.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding.
Так. Книжки,
A
это,
small
конечно, хорошо.
mountain of colorful.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name... Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job? Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other.
Denial is the way she copes with criticism. The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then,
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her.
what in God's name is she talking about?
Бля, мне не надо было говорить это. Как считаешь, Jam Rock Shuffle? What the hell?
This bookstore is not strict. Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Coudon. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as... It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock. The strip of coast next to the greater River Charlotte. No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots, Ozon, Laurentide, Fas Alamir, archipelagos, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's Yucan on Caillou, Revachon, a single black star on Ozon, Fondelier, and Viman. 850 million people live on these little dots.
Хуя
An
себе.
oceanic world of culture and commerce. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of
Как я понимаю, это
coastals
типа
and
страна,
islands,
да?
all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Sail is the west azimuth. Connections to other
Странно.
worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods. But looking at them, perhaps they are gods. It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date still, it's detailed.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. Yes, yes. Are you interested or not?
Ебать, спиздить.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun, and finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the map tab.
Я типа сейчас понял. Корпор. Ну я когда смотрел туда, это я вот это видел. А во вторую я не посмотрел. Оно вот сюда смотрело. Так. Куб какой-то. Так, ну то, что мапу нельзя купить, это вообще
The plaque on the
грустно.
shelf reads, Biographies of famous people. You browsing through all the suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love. The High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the five. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an ox. Next to that, Rivacholian radio personality.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over.
Так, ну меня точно не зовут Дик Маллен, значит. Пропустит меня?
You see a set of tattered curtains block.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the...
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alert. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw.
Где?
Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south.
Так, короче, есть, значит, типа южане, да, это типа как Южная Америка. Есть восточные челики, это типа корейцы, как Ким. А мы северяне или западняне?
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make... No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. No! Talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before...
Talking is always good. There is something mysterious about the curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Так, ну давай, потрать мое время.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be... It's just for decoration. Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette said. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything? The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very... It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Нет, бля, я, кстати, не увидел.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here. Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Gave smartest parenting. А, ебать, это прикол. Бля. Капец, это прикольно. Gave smartest parenting advice. Спасибо. Так.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though... Oh, this! No, it's a special Himian amulet. Blessed by... There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people. The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses. Time to fire up the old lie machine.
Let's go gambling.
Yes, you do. The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense.
Похуй.
The curtains tattered with... You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A door.
I warned you. You're unleashing.
Бля, пиздец вайп. Hell no.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Да сука. Ох, бля, ебать.
Ow. Shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
Are you alright? These look...
What is going on there? Are you really trying to... I warn you, don't tempt the spirits, officer. Don't tempt the spirits or you'll damage the...
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door. Only an echo.
Бля, да хули я нихуя не умею, сука. Бесит. Блядь, девочку жалко, пиздец. То, что она на холоде стоит, чисто, блядь.
The worn map features the patchwork.
Так, нет. Карта. Так. Там. Там. Птица. О.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Сука, граффити какой-то тут.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come
Logic error. She's not sleeping right
Logically.
take me out. Trying to snuff me out. Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. Trying to sneak up on me again. Trying to
Kim,
snuff
pig.
me out. Get away, pig.
О. Сюда деньги. Сюда мораль. Пошел я нахуй.
There must be another way into the building.
Блять. Что нахуй со звуком было? Охуеть. Так, ну, как я понимаю, там паркур нам нужен, да? Либо обойти как-то. Шел я нахуй. Так.
striking woman leans against the cabin
Гад!
of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with driplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Хз только тут такое будет. Это ты к чему? К какому Ну, про что-то.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist?
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery.
О, 3 часа,
In the
сука.
meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines Group.
3 часа, блядь, ёбаный пиздец. Speed, I'm kinda homeless. You seem rich, can I have some money?
It's
Похуй.
what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it? Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eye. Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in it, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem within reason. Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. You're poor, poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too. Maybe you could ask her for some stock tips. That's a maybe.
Stock
Or a
tips.
yes. But you're sure as hell too ashamed to ask for cash, buddy.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance,
Nah.
please don't hesitate to ask. Everything, right up to, but not including, trade secrets. I believe the official title is Senior Labour Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak.
This isn't the first time the union has...
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan.
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
There are leaflets everywhere and banners. Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Then you might also like their other slogan. Demand democracy. Personally, I don't think it has the same pizzazzo as every worker a member of the board. It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines Group makes a decision about what? About anything really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group. I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags,
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates, the one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
Mr. Clare told him to, how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the Union. The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock come to plead for work where the Union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood. He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar. Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues. The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
Сука, ну, а я не знаю, что мне, блядь, сказать. Типа, ну... Потому что слишком мало инфы. А, хуя, я не знал. Да я вроде все понимаю. Типа, я слово понимаю, я просто, ну, читаю я быстро. Ну, типа, если тебе интересно почитать, я могу помедленнее тыкать. It's of local working.
Why do you think so? Well, I suppose that's one way to look at it. They're an interesting composition, albeit vile. But enough about Everard. I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines, the point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around...
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be...
Of course. How else can I help?
Сука. Бля, пиздец, хочется трайнуть.
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi and this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment.
How curious. Why is that, Detective? I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going...
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right... Or you can recover your badge. Though, if I may be blunt with you...
Detective, a word in private before we continue. This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchmen. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played...
Maybe this is all her plan. She might have heard about you.
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union. Or what I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching. I wouldn't go that far. Her reaction did come off as sincere to me. I think she's just quick to adapt. She's a professional, after all.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Плохой.
I am sorry. It just doesn't come out of... Surprisingly eloquent, really. The last one, not the first three. Those are 8.
My. Why'd you say that? That's garbage. You're a police officer. Of course.
Сука.
Why, yes I am. Good. It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for...
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff. Yes, but you won't get anything out of Edgars and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
Но мед мы уже видели, поэтому вполне вероятно.
Unlikely, officer. I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers.
How convenient that they're stranded like beached whales at that.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver...
Uncovering Union secrets could also give you an upper hand when dealing with them.
Так, все. Оп. Сел на пуфик.
The two might, if...
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm
as eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant. Once the job is done, we did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct...
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up and...
Well, here's your chance, officers. Yes? Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I suspect the traffic jam won't disperse for a few more days. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance. Of course, Detective.
Бля, ну по-моему, я не знаю, пока вот от этого я нихуя не сказал бы, что прям что-то залутал. Ну вот это мне прям понравилось. То, что, ну типа, я просто взглядом на землю определил, сколько, ну то, что 8 людей чела повесили, какие у них размеры обуви, это вообще же имба, не? Карта. Я так и не понял, где этих лодочников, у них трафик джам.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest. The door rattles against your knuckles. The door rattles again, but this time...
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. Doesn't matter who I am. The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Backyard door? There must be another entrance to the east.
The streets will flow red once more, a great torrent rushing down Rue d'Esperance. You wait and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C. Ask away, pigman, but I don't promise to answer. I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Can't you tell? I'm painting a beaut. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me.
She means the opposite. The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish feature. The woman on the boat does not.
That Ozon whore. Someone's got to keep an eye on.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershaw. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world. Pig's not half as dumb as he looks. Watch your back, Ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Ну, типа. Так.
You see a young man on a balcony, nursing a cigarette.
Not looking for any trouble, officer. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will...
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us.
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He's an actor declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word.
You didn't answer the question.
Что такое
What were you doing last Sunday?
Солилоквий. Мысли вслух. Мгм.
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice? No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry. Listen, I really have to go. Good luck with the investigation.
Так, куда он пошел? Наверх.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door near the pier again. Once we found a way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Lonesome, long way home.
Oh.
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times.
А, я это выучил. Пока все не очень удачно, конечно. Нихуя не узнали. Особо такого.
Whoa, what have we here? A bridge with loose nails and rot-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation if there ever was one.
Sure, they never cleaned up the war damage. The rest of Revachol looks better, though. The bridge is fine enough. Locals use it all the time, after all. It's nothing to worry about.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle. I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to...
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Да, блядь.
This felt wrong. Wrong like touching your sister's breast.
Mon Dieu! Good job, officer. That was an excellent throw. What are you talking about? You just executed a pretty much perfect...
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass?
The man in the uniform says nothing. His merry partner is staring at the lieutenant is looking at you. His face is expressionless.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward.
'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing. This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire. Why what? Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't so, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but...
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
This place is a damn beachhead, son. They had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Северо-восток.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they...
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the...
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Preposterous! Surely you don't mean it. I'm just sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those commie hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol. Or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with. A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frisel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it.
Damn Frisel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Так, я, наверное, все. Что-то уже спать хочу. Фух. Все. Давай. Спокойной ночи.